In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own link page using just your website, and this will mean that you won't need to use an external third-party app like Linktree, or there's lots of other ones out there. So this one will sit on your website. To do this, you're going to need to have a WordPress website and a plugin called Elementor. You can use the free version of Elementor. Everything I'm going to show you today is totally doable with the free version. You don't need to pay for the pro. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a new page. So you do that like normal. So I'm going to call this one Link in Bio. And then I'm going to click Edit with Elementor. It's going to show up like this. So the first thing you want to do is get rid of the header and footer. And to do that, it's really easy. You just go down to the left-hand side, Settings, and where it says Page Layout, choose Elementor Canvas. And that's going to strip out the sidebar, the header, the footer, and you're going to be left with a completely blank canvas. First thing you do is add in a section, and then start adding in the elements that you want to add in. So the first thing you probably want to add is an image. Don't worry about the size for now. For some reason it just comes out ginormous like that. We're going to choose the actual image we want to add, insert it, and then we're going to change the size. You can play around with what size you prefer, but I'm just going to go with 120 by 120 for now. And you'll see, because of the image I've chosen, it's white. So what I want to do now is make sure that the entire page is white so that you don't see this like weird contrast here. So to do that, click on the section again, Edit Section, and choose the Style tab and just change the background color. Over here, let's make it white. Okay, next thing, we are going to add a heading, and this is where I'm going to write my Instagram handle. You could write whatever you want if you're using it for another platform. I'm going to make it centered, and you can play around with the size and color, the kind of font. You can basically customize everything here. I'm not quite sure about the font, so let's see. I'm going to change it to Open Sans. There we go, there's Open Sans. And then we're going to change the size. So let's go with 25. There we go. And don't forget, you can make this clickable. So you can go back here and you can add in your link. And as you can see, it is now linkable. All right. Now, to display the various links that you want to show, we're going to use buttons. There's a button. And as I said before, you can customize everything. So don't worry so much about the color for now. Worry about the content and where it's clicking to. So let's change what it's called. Let's call it website. And this is where you can put a link. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the link to my homepage. Just keep things easy for now. And like I said, we can go in and change the color. Let's make it that same blue. If you go back to content, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want the button to kind of stretch across the screen. Easiest way to do that is to go to Alignment and click on Justified. And there you go. Now, for me, rather than starting the whole process over, I just find it so much easier to, now that I've got one button looking the way I want and all kind of set up, just right click and choose Duplicate. And you can duplicate as many as you need for however many links you want to display. So let's say you've got 5. Just don't forget now to go and edit each of them to call them something different. So let's put blog, and let's put my blog page as the link for that one. And we'll put this one down as all about me. I'll put about. And let's put services. Work with me. And for this one, let's put freebie. And that is basically it. Let me show you what it looks like. There you go. And each of them is linkable. So when you click on this one, it goes to my website. When you click on this one, it goes to my blog. You can obviously change the padding, the margins, the spacing, so that you can get the layout and the look that you really like and that suits your branding and your style. I'm just going to show you one more thing. So when you're on desktop, for me, this looks, because of the settings that I've got set up in the theme and in Elementor, I feel like these are just stretched out way too far for desktop view. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to change that. Click on the column. So there's the column. Right click, edit column, and you're going to see on the advanced tab and go to margin. And we're going to unlink everything because we just want a margin on the right and on the left. And I'm just going to go down here and change responsive mode, because on mobile you'll see it's doing something weird. So on mobile we don't need those margins, so I'm just gonna, you'll see there's a little mobile icon now to tell us we're editing mobile, and I'm just gonna click that. So it takes away the, it's not inheriting the setting that I just did for desktop. Change it back to desktop for a moment, and let me show you what that looks like now. So you can see it's much shorter, and obviously you can make it as short or as long as you want. And when you test it out, make sure you look on a couple of devices to just see that you are actually happy with it, because you can always come back in and change everything. And when you're done, you just hit publish, and that's it. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions.